Hello everyone. Hello students. Today we will talk about Unit 7, so managing events, from the book Upper Intermediate, English for tourism purposes, Upper Intermediate. So today in our Unit 7 we will talk about grammar, hypothetical situations, and for vocabulary we will talk about collocations with event, when we manage events, and for professional skills, understanding contracts. Like we will talk about contracts and case study. We will not really talk about case study, but in this book you will see it later. So you should look at this later from the book. And here, let's talk about vocabulary of this unit. For example, and put them into the blanks. Yeah. So first, call off, cancel, celebrate, mark, postpone, put off, put on, stage. So pay attention to the pronunciation of these words. Try to pronounce correctly. And we can put these words, we can, in exercise 4, we can complete these sentences with these words from in the brackets. I don't just, for example, so I will show you only 1 or 2 examples and later you will do it yourself. As an example, let's do number 1. I don't just for the club, although that's part of it. So I don't just, for example, celebrate events. You can say celebrate here. You can put celebrate events for the club, or you can use other words as well. Let's do the second one. What I do is stage events for other people using club's facilities. So, and other words. You can use other words as well. Okay. So next, let's talk about grammar of this unit. Hypothetical situations. So it's we use conditional. In that case, we use third conditional. To be precise, like if I had known in advance, I would have arranged it for an interpreter, for example. And next example, if I hadn't anticipated the bad weather, I wouldn't have had a contingency plan. So we have here some hypothetical situations. Let's look at the last one from the first. We might have found a better venue if we had done some more research. So it's like a regret, a little like a regret. We talk about some action which might have happened. Like we might have found a better venue if we had do some more research. So it's a hypothetically true, but maybe not. We don't know. It's hypothetical means maybe or maybe not. Yeah, hypothetical. So we can second, we can often talk about hypothetical situations in the past with a result in the present. So here we use conditional second. Yeah, if we hadn't missed his train, he would be here by now. So if he hadn't missed, he'd be here now. It's like hypothetically. And third one is formal style. If can be dropped. And for example, had I realized how important it was? It's like looks like a participle. Yeah, but it's a little bit different than that. Next, let's look at this exercise. So do this exercise. Let's do one of them. Order more tables and chairs. Like a hypothetically, yeah. Let's do the second one. Yeah, if I hadn't a contingency plan, I would be free for like for tomorrow, for example. Or exercise question number 3. If the weather if the weather had been better, we would have gone to supermarket or concert. Next, so you should finish this exercise later yourself. Now let's talk about this event brief. You should also read this, and from this event brief, you will find some useful words and phrases according to this unit. So please read it. Now let's talk about professional skills and understanding contracts. Reading. So let's do this exercise. Work in pairs. You should do it in pairs. Make a list of main legal issues that you would have to think about as an events manager. Compare your ideas with your friends. Yeah. Like understanding contracts. The language used in contract has a number of features. For example, adverbial expressions with here, for example, hereinafter, later in this document. So hereinafter means later in this document. And second one, whereas. Whereas means considering that. So considering something, it's agreed as follows. We use shall. In legal documents, shall means must. So instead of must, we use shall. And terms and conditions. So you should read it more carefully, but it is more about contracts. So when we make contracts, we use a little bit different words. So pay attention and read it. Next, we have some exercise according to the contracts here. You should do it later as well. So when this is let's say you should do it later yourself, and this is the main, just a short video about how to do this exercise. I showed you some examples. You should continue it yourself. Thank you. That's all.